Alright, so here's like my third take at this. I've realized it's very hard teaching this kind of move because, like all aerials, it's not really in your hand for very long, or for this one on your foot for very long. It's mostly in the air, right? So it's basically uncontrollable until it hits your foot, until it hits your hand. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to toss it or let it go, how to move your foot in order to catch it, and then maybe give you some ideas on making it more unique. Like you saw in some of my videos, I threw it like that and then caught it. I went there straight from like Chaplin's or something. I actually did one of these, one of those snap aerials, and then caught it like that. So also did one of those pocket catches, throw it straight from your foot right into your pocket. I think I've maybe even seen a few guys throw it from their foot and catch it on their neck, which is crazy, like in between the shoulder and their neck. So keep it unique when you throw it. Catch it unique when you catch it with your hands and your foot. Throw it in cool ways to catch it in cool ways, and that's how it's going to look the coolest. So I'm going to show you the easiest method, which is just like this, with it open and latched. I'm going to keep it unlatched just because that's how I do it, but or that's kind of how I've done it mostly. But I learned with it latched, that's the easiest because, you know, it's solid. When it's unlatched, it's not, and it can kind of slide open and then fall off your foot. So keep it latched. It's also not going to cut you that way, and it's going to be a lot easier for you. But for some reason I find this easier because it's muscle memory. I've learned to do it this way more than I have latched. So I found out that the easiest way to move your foot is actually to not just bend it this way, like that. I find it's harder to control and match the speed of the bali like this. You also kind of have to bypass the knee, which is a little bit harder. With this way, where you kind of go like this, you bend outwards and down. I find that the way it's bent outwards and the way how you bend it back towards you, because it's moving back towards your body, it slows down like perfectly with the balisong. So just move your leg like this, and that's how you're going to be able to match the speed, because if you know the physics behind stalling something, it's just like how if you throw something in the air, it's going to hit you know, 0 speed. It's not going to be going at any speed because it actually stops perfectly frozen for like a millisecond when it hits the highest point, stops there for a sec, and then comes back down. It's the same thing, same idea. It's just, you know, you're using foot to act as the gravity to slow it down. And again, like I said, that works perfectly to slow it down. So the way you kind of want to toss it is, I find, keep it, you know, like your gym class teacher always said, keep your feet kind of shoulder width apart, and drop it straight kind of off your thigh, whether that be your left or your right. And you're going to just toss it down by bringing it up with the same speed as your foot. So it's kind of like there's a string attached from your balisong to your foot. So you bring it up same speed like that, and then drop it, and then again match your foot with the same speed of the bali. So again, bring it up, and then drop it down. I kind of slowed it down for you, and when you slow it down, it's not the same as your muscle memory remembers it. So I'll show you it normal speed, just like this. And there you go. So that was good. You didn't hear a lot of rattle. That means I slowed it down nice and slow at the perfect speed to catch it, match the speed of the bali right when it touched, and then quickly slowed it down so it didn't, you know, fall off. Because if you're dropping it and you don't go the same speed of it, your foot's going to get there before the bali does, and your bali is just going to pop right off the foot, and you don't want that. So again, this is the perfect method for slowing it down at the right speed. Didn't quite get it there. I'll just get it one more time for you, like that. And then you also got to think about throwing it up at the same, you know, right after. You have to, obviously it's stalling, so you have to let it stall for a split second, and then you can throw it back up. You don't want to start putting your foot back up really fast, because the energy of the balisong might still be kind of in a downward motion, right? So if you go back up too quick, it might slide straight off your foot down, or you might just, you know, kick it up too fast. So let it stall for a quick second on the foot. That's how it looks its coolest anyway, and then throw it back up. So again, just for that basic motion, just kind of remove your hands kind of out. Oops, so the balisong doesn't twist this way or that way or this way. And then again, act like there's strings connecting it, drop it at the same speed, and there you have it. So that's the most basic way. That's the way you're probably going to learn the most. Again, we can do it differently, and again, like I said, keep it unique in the way you catch it and throw it. That's when it's going to be its coolest. And we'll just quickly go over it in the open position. Again, I'd latch it and just do the same thing. This time you're going to catch it a little bit farther up on the handles because you got to compensate for that weight there. So, and now I went a bit too far because I fell off their handle side. So there it is. Same deal, just catch it a bit farther up. So now I'll talk a little bit more about keeping it unique. If you've seen it, I think I mentioned it in this one. I've taken a few takes now. I've thrown it straight from like this position here. I've done that snap aerial, almost stabbed my balls, and thrown it from a chaplain. So there's cool stuff you can do with it. So just practice your own method. You can watch my Where's the Bloody Knife Party or whatever. You can see some examples that I do there. But yeah, you can do the snap aerial there. Surprised I got that the first time. Hopefully you saw the snap aerial. I don't always know where I am in screen here. So yeah, practice really cool things. The more you can get it to flip around in the air, that's going to be all in the, what am I trying to say here? It's all going to be based on how you move your foot. So when you drop it, if you want to get it to flip a bit more, you're going to have to twist it, or you're going to have to flick it up faster, maybe twist your ankle a little bit, and also maybe try to catch it a bit differently. So if you want it to move a little bit more unique in the air, you can throw it, you know, like from a horizontal position like that, and then it's going to twist in the air a bit funky, and it just did there. Obviously you probably didn't quite see. It landed like this in my hand, so I could catch it like that, and then go straight into something like that. So you want to keep the whole motion fluid from the throw, again, not pausing too long, throwing back up, and then flipping right away. So there's not a lot of breaks, and I'll see if I can do something like that. Let's see. Nope. And watch out, that the edge kind of slid down my toe there. Something like that. I know it was probably mostly off screen, but again, caught it something like this. So I could just go into a little fanning maneuver and then keep going from there. So that's pretty much all I can think of. Again, keep it unique, keep it cool, work on your own methods to make it cool. You can even try throwing it to your other foot. I can't do that. I've never practiced it on my left foot. It just seems so weird if I would try it. But you could throw it to your foot again. I can try that. I've never done that. Actually, I did it in my last take and I caught it. This time I probably won't. One time, and this will probably happen to you, I've done it actually a few times, I've almost caught it. It bounced off the ground. It went and then bounced back on my foot. That was hilarious. Also another time I caught it perfectly with the belly up like this, which is really cool. But yeah, try throwing it to your same foot. Hey! So yeah, keep it unique, keep it fun. That's going to be it, because if I go on longer, I know I'm going to screw Summit up, and I'm going to have to do another take. So thanks for watching, take it easy.
Heck yes!